Hello, everybody, and I'm here to let you know. Well, obviously, it's going to be another stream today, and we will be going on and doing probably some major quest lines and, just basic stuff like that. And for a majority of this, I probably will not actually have my mic, going just because, why not? I mean, it's not like I'm adding much to it, and I kind of feel like, you know, might be a little bit better if I just especially since this is probably going to be a lot of what's it called? A lot of storyline stuff. Hmm. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Right. No.
Need customer support.
Let's go. And I will be removing my voice now. Goodbye, everybody, and I will be here just not speaking.
It's silent as a tomb. I hope we aren't too late.
Arbiter Nebs.
If Virgil's
The
not
words
about,
are a
he's
song
like to
to
be
my
in the
ears.
training grounds depths. There's a lift that will take us lower, located behind the door next to those stairs.
Tristan! It's a relief to see a friendly face. Do come up.
Virgil! Ah, thank the architect I found you intact. We visited the Supreme Arbiter's office in Central Control and found something impossible.
Impossible? Why is it impossible? So that you may claim ignorance as to the truth of what you've uncovered? Fine. If you're still so thick-skulled, Tristan, then I can see I've no choice but to confess.
Attention, Arbiter Virgil Montag. Under the jurisdiction of the Council, we stand to bring you low. Do not resist.
Damnation! I knew the Sentinels were looking for me. We have no choice but to fight. I can operate our turrets from this location.
Arbiter Montag, lay down your arms. Surrender and die.
I've eyes.
Those fools were but an expeditionary force. I shall take an alternate path to prepare a surprise for our...
Hold! You were beginning to say...
We cannot have...
The console... The mark...
To battle! Your judgment has found you!
Injecting Earth Directorate Pharmaceutics.
You wish to sweat death. We arbiters shall grant you it.
Virgil, enough! Our being at odds with the Consul is one thing, but that was a small army! What have you done?
You already know whether you're willing to admit it or not. Do you sincerely have a need for me to spell it out before you'll face the truth? Very well then. Tristan, you stand before the murderer of the Supreme Arbiter.
I don't believe this. The Consul must have captured you and sent you to mental refreshment. It's the only...
Open your eyes, Rao. Those Sentinels were here with due cause. The elimination of a murderer. The Supreme Arbiter was planning to send a message in her final moments, pledging allegiance to the Consul. Who do you think? I did what I thought was just.
No. You lied to me?
I had to. I knew that if you learned what had transpired, why I did what I did, it would destroy you.
Would it? Or were you just trying to save yourself from my wrath? You're right. You're right. I can't let emotion get the better of me. I find myself torn. Though I still believe wholeheartedly in Protectorate law, you and I have certainly encountered other dubious situations. You taught me to judge based on merits. Together we spared some and executed others. But what I have learned with you shall be most difficult to apply here. Virgil is my sworn brother, and he acted under duress. But killing the Supreme Arbiter is unforgivable. That's not what would have happened. If Virgil had accelerated the matter to High Command, I've no doubt things would have been different.
And how would the Consul have reacted to an official accusation of treason by an inferior no less? You know they care not for evidence.
But the Supreme Arbiter herself taught us exactly that. That evidence proves the crime. Surely she wouldn't have been so hypocritical as to deny that?
People change when faced with their own death. I would expect you'd learned that by now.
No. No. What we have discussed, so be it. I notified you when we first Arbiter Virgil Montag.
This won't bring you peace, my sworn brother. The thought of standing against you fills me with 1,000
Those will be the...
I sense conflict and close.
Negative. Fortifying team. Promoting team.
There. Justice is served. I did what had to be done. One of us is I need some time to myself. May whatever we discuss aid in the... Speak freely. Commander, I find myself torn. Virgil was my friend and my sworn... I think I must serve the Protectorate more thoroughly. The Protectorate has let traitors fester in its midst for too long. I shall be the ready hand of this new society. Any who wrong the Protectorate shall be granted no quarter. This I decree. From this is the... Arcadia shall no longer be host to anyone who would... Together, you and I shall rid Arcadia of...
I think we just pushed that guy to becoming like just full fascism. I will be more ruthless than before. Man, this is unfortunate. Not a win.
The tower. The tower ahead is an external component of the archive and likely serves as an entry point.
It has the Auntie's choice. Oh, Architect preserve us.
Damn Auntie's and their propaganda. Take this, you piece of poorly designed refuse!
No lectures, please.
Enemy operatives!
Replenishing my fire! Agitators!
Emergency protocol.
I have a fix on their weakness. It's suffered extensive damage, Commander. Mitigating the threat. Torpification in progress. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Batten's dead. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
It looks to be all clear. Please release us. They always come from that big building across the street before they open the gate. They must leave a key in there.
I assure you, our foundation remains strong.
It's clear. Go, go, go! I have too much on my mind. Not to deviate from a non-scholarly look about you.
Unfriendly nearby. Resorting to violence. Investigating hostile intentions.
Reasons Pass is off limits. Unwelcome guests will be ushered from existence promptly and without further ado. First, it was Auntie's choice, then the Protectorate. After that, some daft cultists. I don't even know what group you hullheads belong to. Don't care either. Your motivations are relatable to me in only the vaguest abstract form, if you possess any at all.
Scrap, you tell your parts can't agree to time, get perfect 10-step plan.
Don't leave all full of anger now. Just leave.
I'll handle this. Threat detected. Check your scopes. For vitals are in the red, Commander. Standing by to stupefy. Lucky to finish recharging first. There be none.
Wait, that's not who I think it is it? Marisol? Is that you? Get in here before any more of these hullheads show up.
Hostilities are afoot. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Medical assistance.
Yeah!
Marisol, you're here. That is assuming you're not some sort of enigmatic mirage or baleful apparition. Yes, should be plenty of wonderfully dangerous items. I thought I would never see you again. It's been what? 19 years? 20?
21 years, 5 months. 6 days. I've kept up on a few former colleagues.
A few? Right. You retain a different admirer in every port, I'm sure.
Things were left in a...
It was somewhat complicated, even by order standards. Oh, wait, I'm being rude. Forgive my atrophied social graces. I shoot most of my visitors lately. I am Anaïs Bujold. Welcome to my backwater ramshackle abode.
Seer Anaïs Bujold.
No one's called me that in, well, you know exactly how long, apparently.
This unit answers to the designation Val, or Valerie, and is pleased to add you to its registry of acquaintances.
Charmed, I'm sure. So nice to see Marisol gaining such interesting friends. She's mentioned the little spook show we used to work at, right? I was an analyst in predictive risk assessment. She was, in the field, as it were. Solving the universal equation is the ultimate purpose of every member of the Order. Our express remit was to identify events that could delay or derail that.
Once an issue was identified, I'd be assigned to address it.
At a certain point, I became one of her assignments. I was developing a means of sidestepping much of the presumed requirements to solve the universal equation, using a series of reasoned shortcuts and educated postulations, filling in certain blanks. Trillions. Theoretically, it would hurry the process along so it could be solved in our lifetime, but it was unorthodox, risky if taken too far. I knew the Council would judge it mathematical heresy, so I attempted to work in secret. Eventually, I was discovered, excommunicated, sent here.
Others facing similar charges were often transferred off-planet, then simply disappeared somewhere along the way.
Yes. Fortunately, someone interceded. 3 years I've sent them packing. Corporate leeches, brainwashed drones, whatever this shoddy little bunch is now. Think any had the slightest wit how difficult it would be to pack up 20 years of research? The sheer number of journals and binders? Why the Abakai alone? No. If they did, they would realize I am here to stay.
Yes. With ample time to think, I've come to recognize I made an error.
Really? That is, an unprecedented statement for you. But do go ahead, I'm listening.
The last 20 years, the Order needlessly, heedlessly stumbled. First, Antes invaded, then the Protectorate. We lost the Archive. Twice. Had your work continued, I believe we'd have remained closer to our true path. If I had ignored, it was a mistake. I miscalculated.
If not for you, I'd be dead right now. And you were right to shut me down. My research was dangerous. A serious threat to the entire universe. I know this for certain now. I've run the numbers. Repeatedly. Had to do all my calculations long form, free of computronic assistance. Wouldn't advise it, but I've been here on my own for decades, and I remain a reasonable statistician. I calculated what might occur if my work was completed, and there is a troublingly high, statistically significant... microbes, mantisaurs. Saltuna might make it, the resistant little buggers. But anything capable of higher-order thinking would be gone. I understand how that sounds, but I have spent years checking and rechecking each and every variable. I assume all my notes and calculations were destroyed years ago.
Anais, I'm afraid it's not that simple. When we shut down your work, it was quarantined, not disposed of. The Order stores all avenues of study deemed dangerous near here at a facility in Winter's Grasp. Unorthodox notion reclusion.
Of all the bureaucratic... No. Poof. Winter's Grasp is crawling with Auntie's choice. A full unit just moved in. Marisol, will you... Can you...
You're asking me to infiltrate a covert installation to destroy something that could likely end the universe.
I might need a little time to ready this place for unwelcome...
No, you should...
I foresee a 4.7% chance of me complying with that. But fine, no use arguing. Well, this has... Oh yes, I'll stay put here. That seems exceedingly likely.
Ratcheting up my combatant scanned. Stun weapon ready, Commander. Proceeding to attack. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Temperature falling.
Taking the fight out of them.
Providing a host. Emergency protocols ready.
My big regret this coming here. It's so cold.
Alert.
I ain't found enough of
Hostiles.
these scraps for this.
Ratcheting up my aggression. Investigating hostile intentions. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Fortificator at ready status. Combatant.
Dispensing life-preserving medicine.
You have my thanks. Such good work.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Target M. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Torp. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Combatant scanned. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Dadby Spire was once the Order's headquarters on Cloister, before all this. Mobilizing. Mitigating the threat, taking the fight out of them.
Mobility interrupted. Electrical dampeners failing.
Feel free to use the workbench. Just don't break it.
So, you...
If you're looking to buy, head inside. Just
Come
don't
in.
cause any trouble.
Let me know if anything catches your eye. Let me know if you're looking for anything making a profit. What else? Worry. Let me know if you're looking.
Talk with the guy behind the counter if you need something. I'm just here to help.
Let me know if.
Takes all sorts. Knock off the funny business.
Let me know if you're looking for it.
I'll handle. Check your scope for combatant analysis.
Welcome, intrepid consumer, to Auntie's Choice territory. The wonders
Trooper.
of winter's grasp.
I've no fair ideas of how to proceed, White. No, yes? Can I? It's really...
Sarge, maybe they can help.
And who'll pay them for the assistance? You? Very well. The issue is our compatriot, Trooper Hayes. He seems to have some kind of break or shock to the head, and he's, well...
Same sucker, bad habit blocker. It tracks every movement like a hunting death stalker. Try a gross habit, it shocks and nadgy bits. This flogger's a stopper.
He's that.
Ever since the attack last night, he's been unresponsive and communicating only in jingles. At first, the artillery bombardment was particularly heavy last night before the assault began. And the rounds shook the ground so badly that Hayes put his hands over his ears, lay fetal on the ground. And after, the only thing that had come from his mouth were jingles. Old archaic jingles, ones I haven't heard in years. We must rouse him back to sanity. He's their sole earner, and should he be discharged, just the cost of his family's lodgings on the claim is more than enough to bankrupt them. Yes, well, maybe. They're the kind of sales roles you take when you're young, before you reach an age to become a real earner. Sadly, you're probably right. We'll try and get him back to base and hope there's enough in his account to cover Psycho. Thank you.
Sprattle brand frat, the only lard for your vat. Once you fry in our cold pressed sprat fat, you'll never even dream about going back. Sprattle brand frat, the only lard for your vat. Once you fry in our cold pressed sprat fat. Sprattle brand frat, the only lard for your vat. Once you fry in our cold pressed sprat fat,
employee of the fiscal
you'll never
quarter.
dream about going back.
Has anyone seen Jack? He was patrolling the caves in Sector 13, but it doesn't seem he's made his return.
Nah, but I wouldn't worry. Jack may be a hullhead, but he's got enough sense to make it back before dark.
I hope you're right.
Our FOB at the bridge has been totally isolated from reinforcements. The sector was assaulted so quickly, we couldn't even begin to respond.
50 Bits says that plan came from the archive.
Just want to say good luck. We're all counting on you.
Shockingly well coordinated. They locked us out of that damn machine.
Maybe a strategic plan would have been a better use for it than taking more money.
Proceeding to attack. Go for torpification. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Hostilities are afoot. Combatant scanned. Investigating target analyzed. Torpification in progress. There have been none.
press the second switch and thank you for your customer service, contractor.
I'll handle this.
And death. You're just not a good look, Commander.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Enemy in vicinity.
I am renewed. One.
Standing by the stick.
Let's weapons prime.
Whoa there, go. Say, have you ever considered the benefits of becoming a semi-confidential, unpaid informant for Auntie's Choice? Breathe once for yes. Expect I can work with that. Field Agent Auerbach, proprietary inside acquisition. Say, you look like some sort of rogue former member of...
Me? Part of the Order? Oh, no, dear. I assure you I simply share their love of sweeping cloaks and sciencey-looking accessories. I shall update my wardrobe to avoid such confusion.
Would you happen to be familiar with this campus? We're not entirely clear what it was used for. As far as we can tell, Order's been cleared out for some time. If not, I might politely inquire what exactly you're doing here. We scour rival facilities for hidden recipes, secret formulas, special ingredients, and assorted confidential internal know-how, then develop it into products to bring to market. It's a unique brand of warfare, exclusive to Auntie's Choice, designed to break incredible ingenuities out of cloistered captivity and share them across the galaxy. Information wants to be freed, then priced and shared along understood lines of commodification and distribution. That seemingly unimposing edifice over there? Good luck with that. Lost a few peons in there. Place is full of deleterious traps devised by Order ingenuity. Whatever's stored inside must really be something. At some point we'll work up the nerve to return. Been scouring all the other buildings clean since. Yes, I see. You'll be laughing your face off once you see the gauntlet of hazards the Order installed. Ah, well, suppose we'll let you in. You might disable a death trap or two with your bodies, then we can step over your cadavers and maybe use them for a shield. Alternately, if you manage to find anything marketable, probably be game to barter for it later. Assuming you don't die, which in that case, we'll probably just retrieve it off your corpse. Either way.
Apologies, my fucking nose. Ugh. I'm getting all types of sneezy up in here.
wouldn't be here to deliver. How might I help you? This I only heard about. All better, of course.
Oh, you have got a good looking.
I should be nice to you. You'll probably be my manager someday. Knock off the funny business. Someone's bucking for a promotion. Your thrusters. Takes all sorts.
How about you? Know there's a war on, don't you? Oh, they did they? Hope you got that in writing, friend. Thing is, said camp is situated betwixt Excellent. If you're a sub Rosa works with both. Look.
Oh, look who finally decided to appear.
Anais, you're not supposed to be here.
Events prove otherwise, don't they? While you were taking your time arriving, I found a way, and I've grown rather adept at sneaking in and out of these so-called restricted areas unseen. Yes, plenty of them, and scads of dead Auntie's choice employees. They didn't get very far. I deemed it wise not to press much further. Peeked around a little. They've conveniently posted signs where various types of dangerous research materials are stored away.
Leave it to the Order to rigorously catalog everything.
Burn down initiation is listed on the top floor. They destroy materials through immolation there.
The research will be in reinforced containers, so enlisting the
I saw signs for heretical miscellany, time-wasting contrivances, detrimental cognitive enhancers, and prevaricated hypotheses, in addition to cataclysmic ends.
What we of the Order consider dangerous may seem skewed without...
Well,
Anais,
I expected such to be...
I am not doubting your abilities. Quite the opposite. I need...
Fine. Go. I uncovered a vent in that...
I'll hang back. Wriggling through vents is a young person's game after all. We'll stay here. You find a way to disable these fences.
I'm gonna make a really quick observation. I've noticed so far it seems as though there are less examples of older buildings. Everything kind of just meets a standard. Especially with order buildings, which have been abandoned for a minute when they really should be different because they've been, you know, abandoned.
Research studies prove that disengaging from complex tasks for a time to engage the mind in unrelated challenges has downstream beneficial effects for problem solving. Thus, our department attempted to design a series of stress-reducing educational challenges to facilitate these efforts. After some light early successes, we refined further and received results beyond our wildest intent. Soon, members of other departments were idling away in our offices for hours, absorbed with...
Yes, Commander. Yes, quite. Suppose. See. Anyhow, I'm sure. May.
Hello? Someone there? Hello? Help! Thank the law somebody came by. I've been rationing my anti-Cleo Borst rockets, and you know what? Your tongue turns black if you eat them all week. Might concerning, since it's all I have. The Auxiliary Dabbler Spoonhauer second rate at your service. At least I assume so. You have the air of one of the various hires up I always hear alluded to. We was sizing up the place, well, the lobby, when our boss ordered us to find an off switch for them traps, which required us to negotiate through or a bunch of the others got killed. I got stuck in here.
Hold on. You're not even remotely considering releasing him, are you? A trade secret vulture from Auntie's Choice? Just consider for a moment. I certainly wouldn't want Auntie's Choice obtaining research related to At the end of the day, it's just an Auntie's Choice auxiliary dabbler. Hardly a cute little... Yes, and if you let him free, hundreds, thousands, millions of living, breathing human beings might die. Auntie's Choice could access the very research where he...
I don't know what's going on.
I seriously doubt you're going to convince me we should release him. The stakes are simple.
I promise not to.
Really ought to listen sometime. Not play.
Can you let me out now, please? Phew. Well, that's... No thanks.
Be grateful you're not on fire.
Don't have to tell me twice. This is all the bits I have. I'll be out of here as soon as it seems safe.
You're young and spry. You can handle that. We'll stay here. Who left this vent open? Security around here was tighter in my day. Did I read that correct?
Hate to... Don't believe I've pieced together what you all are up to here. And I am willing to offer a mutually beneficial arrangement. Hold on. Spied the signs on the way up. Our team has a keen interest in much of the research stored here. Don't like the sound of that at all. By all means.
The idea of any Order research falling into...
I could hear that. Understood. But if it's all the same to you, I'll just dawdle here while you...
I'll prep the burners and make sure... Burners are lit. Control board is activated. Commence the burn down process. Now's not the time for a tete-a-tete, I'm afraid.
Well then, that's it. No half measures from... Excellent. Well, a deal's a deal. Meet me downstairs after your...
And all Auntie's Choice receives from it. Well, that should decimate Auntie's Choice productivity for the...
My original notes and research are...
I'm sorry, but I saw on the terminal that an external party gained authorization to study it. Give me some time. I'll find them.
What do you need?
To go on and live your life.
You can't possibly expect to leave...
Why don't we burn that bridge when we get to it?
Pleasure doing business with you.
Be sure to try it. Should be right engaging for anyone with a little...
Huh. Maybe. We deeply appreciate your assistance in further expanding the ever-growing and... Suppose this is goodbye. No. I recognize... Been... interesting.
So we're good?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far, but... good as ever. Don't think I don't see what you're doing with all this, though. You've owed a new cause, whoever you...
Goodbye, Anais. Thank you, kind. Appreciate your support. Been a spell since I could rely on anyone like that. Though, suspect that's my own damn fault. Ah, Anais snuck something by me again, didn't she? What was that last thing? I suppose you remain on my good side. May the plan...
Oh, thank you. I am never eating
It's the
Boar's
hot shot
rockets
for
again.
hire from the wireless.
Appears a need. Just...
Proceeding to attack.
Find my next victim. I mean, a hostiles about it. Enemy spotted.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Let us reconvene. Opting for better.
Hostilities are afoot.
Seeking cover.
Adversary vulnerability. Consider self-preservation a priority. Mobilizing. Back and scan.
Maintaining perfection.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Torpificator is charged. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Yeesh. I understand this spot has strategic significance for the defense of the archive, but it is horrifyingly banal. I mean, I've been stationed in some backwater burgs in the past. Seriously? Do these Order eggheads do anything for fun around here? It's all map charts and chalkboards, and how many abakai does one outpost need?
Hope they never retake this place, because I'm throwing all of it away.
Changing magazines, efficiently and in short order. Demonstrating requisite metal. Seeking shelter. Sensibly, I must reload. They covet our due bounty. Reloading once more. The Protectorate endures. Minimizing exposure. Sensibly, I must reload. Replenishing my firearm. The Protectorate endure, seeking shelter.
Torpificator at ready status.
Maintaining perfection.
Let me.
Protectorate's been fully cleaned out, Commander.
Yeah.
Protectorate has this sealed. It can only be unsealed near the Archive's entrance, remember?
to
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
killing spree.
Locking them down. They're benumbed.
That rift should cause us no problems now that we've acquired the modulator.
We're gonna eat the rest. All I really know is that I'm never going home, and I'm sorry. As you go, so will I. Ooh, Dawn.
An enemy.
Cool guys, right?
Combat probable.
Blood shall be shed.
Right at them.
Negative. Reach up.
This will blow you apart.
Victory and death.
focus on their weak...
Unfriendly
Standing by, just taking the fight out of them. Torpification in progress. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
It's almost like fighting me was a bad idea.
enemies described.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
And I will be keeping my mic on from this point on. Ooh, piezoelectric. Okay, is there any difference? 63 times 3, 63 times 3. I literally... Okay, I need to look this up. Give me like un momento, mi amigues. Okay, so as it turns out, I have been a dipshit for a super long time. Weapons that are green are no different than the weapons that are white, except for the fact that they come pre-equipped with mods. And it just so happens that so I'm gonna bet that there's not even like blue or purple weapons like I was assuming.
Those kills win!
I was like, oh, I'm sure the green ones are better, although I never really checked it.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Torpificator is charged. Vitals critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander. Locking them down. Taking the fight out of them.
Homicidal!
And if that is done, this on case, then I will be grabbing this, and then I will also be grabbing the fucking, I don't know, that, because why not? Also, me taking pipes. Did I just... Lovely. I sold that straight back. I guess I will keep this one. Wait. 84 damage versus 48. damn suppressors really negate a lot of the damage.
What if I could, but alas, it's not charged.
All in the wrist. Stone's breaking. 3 and death. Let me. What in the fuck is happening to the glorious dawn?
Oh, a martyr? Wow. 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 Kind of glad that that's the case though, because otherwise I was like, you know what, now that I think of it, I really haven't found a single piece of equipment that didn't, you know, have an attachment on it. So I should probably... Yeah. I mean, obviously some weapons are weaker, but I mean, it's just a balancing choice. Because to be fair, I think I still find people with, I think the spacers, or not the spacers, the scrappers are normally using, like these revolvers. Shoot first, life last. They are monsters. I feel like that's really wasteful in the fuel department. Unless they're using like hydrogen fuel cells or something. And I guess at this point in advancement, they probably would have a very easy way of getting lots of hydrogen. God damn it. Sacre bleu, whatever will I do? Sacre bleu, whatever will I do? Actually, now I have a shotgun, one of these, and a pistol. Triple threat. They come pre-blood soaked for your convenience.
I found what I was looking for. No need to continue messing with the Dawn's communication devices.
Oh, this is the second, because there was 2 locations. There was the one on Protoctor, or whatever the fuck it was called, and then there was also this. I got it so long ago that at this point I really do not care. Damn, this thing feels so nice.
Yeah.
Like, it just feels like a powerful weapon. I really got the revolver feel, right? Most of the gunplay in this game actually is impeccable. Personally, I like it quite a bit. And the guns actually feel like they do something. Also, headshots matter, and I love that, personally. Oh. I'm loading two bullets per, whatever it's called, casing. 2 bullets per slot. I'm actually cutting my bullets in half. And then I just put a half in each. And, you know, I just slide my hammer to the left or right to hit one side or the other as I shoot. Obviously. Obviously. Re.
Prudence dictates we route all.
We're up against a lot of Protectorate firepower. You got a plan, or are we just gonna fly by the seat of our pants as per usual?
The Order desperately want to regain control of the archive. We could offer to hand it to them later, after we process the data, in exchange for help now.
Anti or the Order? I suppose it depends which flavor of anyone on the undisputed claim with authority, I'd think.
Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts.
Not a bad idea, though I'd also suggest garnering backup.
Whatever you say.
Repel invasive elements.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most...
Yeah, I really fucking hate the Protectorate.
Vigilant. We must all fulfill our duties.
They stole my Tristan. How dare they? Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna go ask for order support now. I was just gonna run in there, but honestly, the fact that people literally were talking to me and like, hey, so like, maybe don't just run in there and guns blazing. You know, rethink the plan.
Heard that rift near the Ark? Halt! The Oracle Laureate sent ahead to cultist. Agitators are not permitted inside La Plaza.
How'd you like to find your insides?
I find that an improbable outcome were we to engage in violent conflict. The Oracle Laureate is our indubitable Laureate, Beckett said, to accommodate is that you'll discover all. Was there ambiguity in my previous warning?
It's strange. If I hadn't started, you may not have noticed, but I have a tendency to be a little impulsive. Reckless, even. The cult needs me. And I'm not discounting your part in all this. Like I said, without you, I'd be dead. The cult... What? Why would you say that? What are we standing around jawing for? All right?
Ugh, I fucking hate that. Why do I have to give her up? Why do I have to give up Boo? I love her. She's everything I could ever wish
Agent,
to be.
on behalf of the Order of the presiding bishop is... She's working in Belvedere Hall's secondary courtyard. Oh, yes. The vicar did ask me to direct you to him. The artificer... Oh, no. Of course, the rest of the look around you. I don't see a battlefield. You're right. My response was, those in the garden have enough perspective to remain present and to focus on what matters. But now, I may all...
Is it just me? Or does something seem... Oh, never mind.
No, something does seem off.
Smart, the scientician surplus. No more.
Welcome to the Scientician Surplus. I am the scientician in question. Any inquiries about the stock may be... Of course you would.
Everything goes. Everything goes.
Vicar Monster Center with a special installment of Ask a Vicar. Listeners want to know, why did our order split from the... Turning to a higher authority.
Your continued please. All stock is certified field ready by myself and the... It's there in the name.
I'm cutting you off there, Charles. That's your third conviction today. People will start to worry. Welcome to the CAF integration point. Strength? Good choice. I take mine this... Here you are. And don't... I haven't spied you around before. Come now. I can only imagine how odd such an abundance of tranquility, especially in the middle of a war.
You know, you do a passable impression of a scientician. Did you grow up?
I'm quite sure I don't know what you...
Oh, I understand. You may technically count as a member, but there's a perfunctory element to your articulation. She sized you up almost immediately, Commander. Been softly probing you for information. I clocked her the first moment. Excellent question. Well, do I have to shoot up the place?
By the architect. Keep your voice down, please. Let's talk somewhere more private.
Oh, hello. Well, certainly. Here you are. Please imbibe responsibly. Oh, she's a real... Illicit? I'm not sure I am... Ooh. Anyway, I'd hate to waste... Apology, but my colleague...
You must be curious why I asked for such a discreet rendezvous. Kill you? When we're only... On the contrary, I have adequate reason to believe the Order is conducting a mass experiment on the population of... Recall what you have observed thus far. Isn't it strange how calm everyone is? The Order is not cultivating its perfect, plan-abiding society through careful ideological pruning. Put bluntly, they're regulating the emotions of everyone in Laplace's garden through drugs in the water supply. I'm limiting my water intake and using other pharmaceuticals to combat the effects. It's not a perfect system, but it works adequately enough. It makes the mind quieter, like closing the door on a screaming crowd. It's not unpleasant. Why would the Order want to create a society of undistractable little academics whose only desire is to advance the plan? I wonder. One could make that argument, and obviously have. The Order claims the subjects here supposedly consented to participate, but it was begun prior to the schism with the Protectorate, so who's to say? Regardless, if the Order has made some kind of... Took you long enough to ask. I represent a group of information traders who... So you've heard of us. My primary task has been all you need to watch the guard... Lately, whatever you do, be one outside of work, and...
What a lamentable... I remember the days. Now look at it. Nevertheless, one must... I knew you... There's a panel just... And so, my sincerest...
The plan is always in motion, so
A
move
second
along.
makeup exam will not be off. There's little you could tell me I couldn't...
Shh. If I'm caught, and is there something wrong with the air? Oh, can't believe my future in the Order will be decided by an understanding of the vaporescent properties of Trinite. My vision's gone a bit fuzzy, but the exam's right here on the monitor. Have a look. You asked! I'm already perspiring beyond I'm sure I'd recover my wits enough to tackle the rest of the test if you can just help. My vision's gone a bit fuzzy, but the exam's right here on the monitor. Have a look. I'm sure I'd recover.
On a scale of 1 to 100, how pleased are you with the garden in its current state? Please, try to capture your exact satisfaction.
Whew, this is much easier on these old eyes of mine.
That's the right answer, isn't it? I can show my map if you need. Really love to stay.
Determining the remainder of your stay in Laplace's garden is not the purpose of this survey.
Please keep your behavior within acceptable parameters.
Agent! Well, this is a welcome confluence of events. Dreadful, you know. Officially, it is my earnest belief that this is the optimal course to chart for the Order. And, like to begin, once you've worked your way up to meeting our respective leaders, you must convince them to consider joining forces. For one, having the allied might of their forces at your back when facing down the Protectorate. And if you might consider an appeal to your better nature, in the meantime.
A visitor? It's for the best that you're talking to me now instead of mid-work. I do seem to have a slight propensity, but I suppose that's enough time spinning in the statements column. What are you... Beckett. Another prediction that he hasn't seen fit to notify me about. If you're here, I imagine you aim to petition the presiding... Really? Are you in charge of it? The corporate invaders will... Moreover, once we solve the universal equation, it will benefit. It is indeed a good... There is a task of pivotal importance to the Order. As head of the Order's exemplars, it's my responsibility to assess who's... To the point, a myriad of cultists have taken over the settlement of... Once there was a bridge stretching from the settlement to the Ark. From what I understand, Vicar Levin's continued existence is a mere side effect of whatever... I'm pleased he does not lie among the ranks of the dead. But I will need... If the Order could predict the future, all that is... Journey to Newton. I'll withhold...
We should collect Aza from the ship first. Unless you don't want the benefit.
I love Heather, Heather, and Heather, 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 yo there. Yodder, 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 yodder.
Come back later without the Artificer Laureate's permission.
Yodder, yodder, yodder. Oh, really? Really? Oh, wait, they were the fuckers across the way whenever I was going to... Never mind. You know what
I
I'm
always
saying.
find I work best when... Now, how might we be of use to one? The purveyor of convictions? Not possible. She's too public. Were there an experiment being conducted here involving any kind of medicament? Confirming its existence, I think it would be best if you abandoned this. Though it chagrins me to be unable to help, you should speak with Laureate Beckett. If there's nothing else so pressing to discuss, I'd like to return to my work. I shall allow myself a moment of relief. Moment passed. I'd hoped killing the cultists was its own reward. But you may also take this. You've proven yourself well, but we have recently experienced a pivotally important, unforeseen development. One I must meet directly. One of the satellites comprising the Hyperion web was struck by a wayward craft and crashed on Paradise Island. I hope your zeal is properly placed. The Protectorate soldiers guarding the crash site are unlikely to let you close, unless something else is made to... I cannot say how that might be. Collect the data. I look forward to the now. I scarcely take time, specifically a phlogistinated firearm, capable of tunneling through reinforced armor. Great. I was just thinking, I'd love for a stranger to come along and patronize. I have nothing but if I had to dig, I generally prefer.
That piece needs to go there. The magazine goes there. Plug that into there. This is the... Not the muzzle brake, is it?
That's one way to become the center of attention.
Ah, no, these are pieces of that, isn't it? So that goes there, that goes there. This piece is the Picatinny rail attachment, so it goes up there. You take this piece and it goes... That definitely goes in the middle if you're going to be... That almost looks like it's
What is with the
something that would go over the stock. I will patronize you if I want to, by the way, because fuck all factions. I do this shit
Strange
solo.
to see all this vacant overcrowding at Matriarch's mercy.
Ever so quickly.
Plenty of room for refugees here. If only the Order administrants got their act together.
And you controlled for the amount of carbon dioxide expelled from your mouth during...
More testing may be required.
How do I get it? Where is it? Oh, the access code. Never mind. So that means...
If you need to discharge any sputum, I ask you kindly aim such accretions away from my general. No, not asleep. Merely waiting. I have no idea. Sometime last year, I predetermined an occasion of momentous import would happen today, right here, at these very none taken. But Leslie Beckett, Oracle Laureate, Seer Supreme. Forgive me if I don't shake hands. I prefer to keep my skin. But now, if I'm not, I don't suppose excogitation prior to the war. So in these unprecedented times. So, oh no, I could. However, if you happened upon these chapters, by my reckoning, the amount of logs to be, I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. Impossible, if you're determined. Don't we all? Nothing, of course. Land were his methods wrong? Generally, but let's move on to other topics, please. Welcome back. In what manner can I assist?
Well, if it isn't Academia's champion.
You're back. Any luck with the sample? I'm charmed my name was among the first. I have some Protectorate contacts, and I might be willing to lean my elbow on the scales in your... Nothing to... I know that must read it. Well, I represent a group of... No. This is a... Most... It follows that... That's your prerogative, of course. Your word is no knife against my throat. If you change your mind, I'll be... You're back. Any luck with the sample? You're back. Any luck with the...
It's not the best choice. Foot and mouth scent. No, I skip over it just because I read through it really fucking fast. I have subtitles on for a reason. I know that's probably not good for you all, but
For pity's sake, is it
you know,
industrial site?
fuck
Now the
y'all.
fountain's broken. And we had an app I recently placed. You must be an agent of the architect.
Fuck my viewers. Everybody hates them bitches.
Oh, praise the architect. I'd provide compensation, but
I'll write
isn't
my
the
next
garden's
dissertation in
beautification
your
a
honor.
reward in and of itself?
Everything stays right where you left it. Everything goes. Ooh. I almost forgot that I can't swim. That would have been... Oh, never mind. Really thought that was going to be deep enough to kill me. And yes, I know it was dumb to jump into it if I thought it was going to kill me, but I just needed to check. To see how close I came to death, and the answer, not at all. I found as it turns out, I'm blind. Especially whenever it comes to those tubes, because if you remember the last episode, I think it was, I literally fucking couldn't find the little key card, the low priority access key card, for like a second.
I hope you have good news. I knew I had the right person for the job. Your reward, as promised. You did sharpen my... I'll put in a word with my associate. In exchange for my help, however, I want you to bring the data back here so that I can make a copy of it. Before you hand it over to the Order, to be clear. You've no doubt heard the phrase, knowledge. We do work. Return here when you have...
I mean, let's be honest here. Who really cares? Everybody is allowed to have data. And I mean, the sub Rosa don't really seem to be all that, like, problematic. Their only issue, per se, is that they run, illegal and honest, like, illegal underground dealings. And to be honest, legality isn't really something that I concern myself with. Because laws are just promises of threats from the dominant economic group. Everything goes right where you left it. And let's go to this QM. Yo, QM, we need to have a chat. Fucking hate you. I had to get that out of my system. It's been too long since I've had combat. Yeah, how do you feel now, bitch? Dare you to say anything? Hmm? 'Tis what I thought, motherfucker. 'Tis what I thought, motherfucker.
Appear to need something. Coming. What do you need? See you later.
Any news from the field?
Glad we could make a deal.
Oh, thank you. I am never eating forced rockets again.
Could sure use a few more contractors like you on the payroll.
Okay. Perdis il Honda. The auto echo? Holy shit. Wow. Holy cow, I would not believe the auto echo. The enrage. Wait, it does energy. I like that. Hi, dear Crabble. You're a little fucking monster, aren't you? I like that one more. Marisol has some companion quest, as does Inez. What does Inez have?
Inez's grafts are unthinkable. Simply to get ahead, Auntie's choice expected her to permanently manifest a raptidon limb? It appears she lives a life of constant self-maintenance, lest her grafts break down. Not to mention the discomfiture and pain. Not that it bothers me. She is an enemy, certainly. I consider Virgil's acts were deep. I wish to discuss this subject no longer. Who amongst our motley... She is an enemy combatant, and she does not possess... She is most certainly... Verily.
God, I fucking hate this dude. He was okay at first, but I mean, he's kind of just annoying now. jealous individualist will never disrupt our perfect life. Mm. Better. Holy shit, it's hard to believe I've already been going for 2:30. By which I mean 2 hours, 30 minutes. And they call me fucking probably addicted. What gave you a black eye last night? Addicted. Whenever somebody drinks too much alcohol, they are addicted. Whenever somebody smokes crack, they are addicted. Well, what hit you me in the face last night? Addicted. Remember back at like the first episode where I literally died in this minefield?
Ready to spread the truth. Uh-oh, Commander's almost.
Ah, yes. Thank you. And that massage felt super good.
Misfortune! Halt there. You match the description of the technician we have been vigilantly awaiting, but as they say, present yourself so that I may take the measure of you. What? Spare me your technical art. Go about your business then.
Enemy spotted.
The answer.
Really? You just don't care that I fucking... Well, I guess they just don't care about their citizens' lives. Who could have guessed?
Excuse me! Whatever are you thinking? The unspeakable things I'm about to do!
Medical assistance.
I'm gonna have to do a secondary evil playthrough where I actually side with the Protector in a lot of areas. Because they're such an interesting faction. I believe the correct word to describe them is xenophobic, because they refuse... Yeah, they're I think that's the right word. If it's not, fucking who gives a shit. But, like, yeah, no, they treat people outside their faction like lessers. Actually...
Back at Winter's Grasp, I found someone was continuing Anais, Sir Bujold's research. Believe I have a lead. I wholly agree. I pieced together information from earlier leading to... I had Val set the location on our map. I recognize we're juggling May all up.
Okay, wait, let me... If they're not willing to immediately convert their ideals to meet that of the Protectorate, they treat them like they're less than human. I guess not less than human, but like they're less than they are. So they treat people differently based upon their beliefs, which I think fits xenophobia. It just hit me how fucking beautiful this area is. Well, like, specifically I guess the cockpit? I mean, it's a mess of wiring, but... just, wow. This game is great. Never taking this guy out ever again.
People are gonna start to talk. Aren't you there? Was there anything else you wished to...
Are you ready to let me talk to Ruth Bader Ginsburg?
You bring a cultist into my presence? I was under the impression that you had eliminated the cultist in Newton. But I suppose it is not utterly beyond the realm of possibility that you converted one. Yes! Excellent! Take that, reductionists! Your horrid little surveillance devices shall finally be used for what their purpose should have been! Don't tell anyone about that outburst, please. Here's something to keep you quiet. Yes, you've earned not only my trust, but the Order's as well. I hope you'll continue working with us in the future. I've informed the presiding bishop you're coming to speak with her. She can be found in the room off the main stairwell. I'm sure I don't need to say this. But if you even think about bringing harm to Ruth, I shall know. Be on your very, very best.
Ooh. That's a cool fucking cloak. Nope, wrong thing. I've basically just become a sub-Rosa.
Ah, you've made such progress moving us toward an Order Anti's Choice alliance. Everything seems to be going according to the plan so far. But we approach a critical juncture. When you go in to speak with the presiding bishop, please raise the issue with her. I assure you this is the correct thing to do. For yourself, for us, for Arcadia. If you continue working for the Order alone, it will likely burn any possible bridge with Anti's Choice. Farewell. I would say good luck, but I put no...
What?
The Order has always proclaimed patience as a virtue, but I am pleased my waiting is finally at its endpoint. For so long, you have only existed as numerical values on a chart. A bright star in a constellation of possibilities, as it were. Now, with your arrival, the Order nears the totality of its goals, provided you are willing to stay aligned with our cause. As I told you in my message, a splinter group was... The conviction of those radicals was such that they elected to perish from exposure to Cloister's wilderness to avoid fouling their predictions. Their interpretation of the data was at odds with mine. I forbade them taking action. To no avail, obviously. A wise leader. Now then, I gather you already know who I am. But science has shown that good manners strengthen developing relationships by I am Ruth Bassar, third presiding bishop of the Order of the Ascendant. I admit, when I sent my initial message, I did not exactly know who your recent exploits at Greater Tranquility Station have certainly made confronting an assassin, and thereby sparing the delegates' lives before the rift inexplicably destroyed the station. Such a commendable effort is worthy of acknowledgement. Yes, by all reports it was. But the plan, he is, at that. I consider him a close person. However, there's something of even greater It's recently come to my attention that secret communications have been exchanged between Laplace's garden and the undisputed claim. Do you know anything about that? I should have known. Vicar Levin has made this appeal to... Levin's methodology is usually faultless. I will put the question to you one final time. Are you certain? Then I will endeavor to bring that vision to fruition. A true in-person meeting between myself and Auntie could never take place due to the security risks. The odds of you persuading Auntie Cleo to agree are unfavorable. But the math does. Once you have met with Auntie, instruct her. My time is yours, for the moment. Call it proof of Laplace's garden is more. It saddens me to see. Oh, the Laureate Council simply draws a name out of. No? In reality, I was recommended for my position by the preceding bishop. Paired with my skills as a seer, I thank you for that. My predecessor, presiding Bishop Orlo, I counted him a friend. Orlo shared with me his doubts about the Order's partnership with the Protectorate. The compromise is made. He had many. It is humbling indeed to confront one's own mortality. May you achieve. The plan is always in motion, much like may you.
So the only way to get the Order's support now is to go and get the support of the other guys. Okay. On that note, though, I do think that since I've been literally fucking running around, clearing out camps, and doing all this bullshit, I am going to sign off as once again, this has been a lovely 2 hours and 45 minute stream. And I think that's pretty fucking good. And also, I learned more stuff, and we know that I can actually use gray weapons, and I don't have to, you know, only take green weapons, and that there's no blue weapons, and there's no gold weapons. Actually, I guess there's technically gold weapons, but they're less, like, legendary as they are just unique with, specific little thingies on them. Anyway, I am going to stand on top of this and take a quick save. And look how cool I look. I look like I should be from BioShock. But anyway, everybody have a lovely night, and I will talk to you all later.